Showtime.
Dope boy, 95 Air Max on. Hood nigga, hot Cheeto, what I snack on. Dope boy.
Alright, what is good, people? It's your boy T-Rav. We are back again. Location Talk is in the building. And obviously, we got our man Tollway back in this thing. What's good, Tollway?
What's good, man? Everything is good, man. With me, you know how I'm living.
Okay, I got you.
Man. Dollar for dollar.
Yeah, man. And I see you've been very, very busy.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to get into all that. But obviously, I'm joined with my co-host, Romy Rome. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and hop into it, man. What kind of music have you been getting into since we last talked and all that? What's kind of come out? You know, stuff like that.
I've released right now 5 singles within that time. I released H.L.F. I released Real G's. I released Baby Come Back.
Yeah.
I released
when the ball
rolling real hard.
Yeah.
I released that one. I released LayUP as well. And I just released I Get the Bag.
Gotta get the bag. I gotta get that bag. Yeah. I gotta get the bag. I'm always in my bag. Yeah. I gotta get the bag. I gotta get that bag. Yeah.
Right, I was listening to that earlier. Yeah. All right, man. Tollway, you gotta tell me this, man. You throw me sometimes for a loop, dog. Cause the way you'll go from doing something like Baby Come Back to Ball Real Hard and then Get the Bag.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's like a staple of yours to be versatile and have like a UGK sound sometimes, the 3-6 Mafia sound sometimes? How you feel about that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel good about that. You know, I appreciate the compliment, too.
Absolutely.
Growing up, 3-6 Mafia was one of my favorite groups, you know what I'm saying? UGK, you know what I'm saying? So, I just go with the vibes of the music. I pick the beat,
right?
You know, the track. You know, I lay it. You know what I mean, and then just go from there. You know what I'm saying? So I was just in the vibe of just giving my talents. You know, my skills and my writing skills, where it be freestyle if I wrote it, whether or not. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's how I'm coming right now.
Okay, so what kind of vibe was going on for you to go so in on somebody, apparently on Real G's? Who was there? Anybody specifically you was talking about? Because it seemed like somebody had you in a mood on that.
You know, I was just making a statement. You know,
okay.
I'm making a statement. You know, you got some cats out there that feel that way. You know, the shoe fit word.
So like the album, the Dear Gucci Mane album. You know, what's the inspiration behind all that, and what was it like? What was the song that you look forward to? Like that you look forward to people hearing, you know, on the album?
Dear Gucci Mane, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta say, Ballin' Real Hard is gonna be on there.
Okay,
it's gonna be on there.
Okay, so that's one of the
that's
singles.
One of the singles, but the song I want people to pay attention to on Dear Gucci Mane gonna be Trap Farm.
Trap Farm.
Okay. So is it like homies or something, or is it? I mean, you gotta give away too much, but like
this is like, man, you know, I'm Aquarius, baby. You know, Gucci Mane is too. You know what I mean? I'm born on the 8th. He was born on the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? So our similarities of growing up, you know what I'm saying? Some similar, same. You know what I mean? So, you know, some of the stories they heard about him, you know, I got similar stories about myself. So this right here is more of a big promotion. I want to get his attention. You know what I'm saying? Not only am I a fan of Gucci Mane, you know, of his work, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, I love to come 10-17.
So that's a label that you that's on your radar. It's like, you know, I want to be a part of that label.
Yeah, I do business with them.
Okay, so is it something that you feel like is you know, realistic in the near future that you can, you know, be a part of that some type of?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You think it's just because their style fits yours the best?
Yeah, their style fits my style. You know, it's you know, I feel like the way he wanted to be worked, I can fit right in. You know what I'm saying? And I, you know, the kind of business moves I want to make with him is different from other artists that he's got on his roster.
What artist is that you feel is on his roster that is kind of like you, or is it an artist on his roster that
none of them like me, man.
None
of them like me. None of them. I'm not similar to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You put me in a pot with a mixture of some of the cats like like you were, he was saying. But other than that, nah, I don't rap like nobody.
So what's that difference you bring to the table that who on 10 said Pooh Shicey and you know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas locked up on the label.
Yeah, but you know, free Pooh Shicey.
Yeah,
free Pooh too.
So okay, well let's get to some of that because you know there's some rappers in jail right now. Young Thug, 42 Doug, not looking good for him. Pooh Shicey, he got a sentence, but you know he in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, of course, A.K.A, all that stuff. What like? Do you think it's good for the game? You know, big names like that being locked up.
I mean, you know,
like Young Thug, that's not good. I don't think it's good.
I mean, you know, you make your bed, you gotta lay in it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the day and end of the day, like I always say, you made the bed, you gotta lay in it. You dig the hole, you gotta dig your way out. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all have good and bad consequences, how you deal with them. So, you know, like I say, freedom guys, you know what I'm saying? But they gotta deal with it right now.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the price that it seems like we're paying for being authentic and being out here in the street or whatever, is that a lot of these stars that we've had for a long time are going away and we're not getting their music anymore. So, I mean, I get it. You know, they did what they had to do and they're paying for it now, but it's kind of messed up. We're not going to get some of that music. Like,
Hopefully, you know, they got a lot of music in the, you know, laid back in the studio, you know, and that people can, you know, can release some music out that they got, you know, while they sitting back.
But I don't think it's good for the game, like, because Young Thug, you know, he pretty much got snitched on. So like, how do you look at that situation? Like, do you fault Gunna for that? Like, would you do the same thing? Like, do you understand what he did? Do you not like what he did?
First off, I'm not gonna rat on nobody.
Okay.
Not even my worst enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm not gonna tell on my damn self.
No matter what.
No matter what. You hear me? See what I'm saying? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. See what I'm saying?
Even if your lawyer telling you it's not going to compromise his case.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's the same thing.
And then you gotta watch the company you keep too. You know what I'm saying?
That's
seeing that's Young Thug's group of, you know what I'm saying, all them guys that he got surrounded around him and told. So, you know, he got a bad choice of homies. Like I say.
So you feel it's the people Young Thug chose to be like around in his circle and
I mean you gotta hear me on this, man. When the pot get to boiling, when the kettle scream, who gonna talk? And all these people talk. So, you know, he chose a bad crowd to hang with. You know, there's some solid cats I heard. And they ain't millionaires. You know what I'm saying? They ain't big rap stars. And they kept
for much less money.
For real. So, you know, and they ain't even making no bread like that. And these guys just, you know what I'm saying, they just ran off with the lip. You know what I mean?
So Gunna done. He done. Like his rap career done. You don't think he can
I mean, look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, he's still running around here. You know what I'm saying? He just went to the fight last night, the other night. So,
you think he got that?
I mean, you know, like I say, you made your bed, you got to lay in it, bro. You know, that's why I look at that type of shit, man. You know, I'm one of them cats. I don't make no beds except my own bed. You hear me? And I'm gonna lay with it, me and my baby or some shit like that. You know, other than that, I'm not gonna dig no hole unless I'm digging a post, put a fence up around my goddamn yard. You feel me? So other than that, nah, man.
So nothing about that was foul play with the 6ix9ine, like.
I mean,
it was all like street code.
I mean, hey man, you know, them dudes had nothing to do with what 6ix9ine had going on. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the full story on that, but hey, he made his bed, man.
Yeah.
He told, man. You know, everybody got their day. You know what I mean? The sun shine dog ass every now and again. And now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. See, people were saying it was fake, you know. I thought it could have been fake, you know, but like, nah, it wasn't fake. I saw
it was real.
Yeah, that was real, man. Like, them guys really got arrested for that too.
He got to protect himself the rest of his life. He moved like he don't care though. So
yeah, like he didn't go through nothing.
So you know what I mean?
Yes, I mean, well,
but enough about the rats, man.
But Boosie said that T.I. was a rat too. Like, so what you think about that? Cause T.I. that's somebody in the rap game that everybody respect.
Pedigree,
you know, trap legend. You know, so that's some wild claims right there. You know,
man. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I heard what Tip said, broke my heart, man.
Broke your heart.
What specifically that he said?
Because, you know, he motivated a nigga to hustle, man, you know what I mean? And, you know, to hear what he said to me, you know, snitching, telling. I'm down to the dead or your worst enemy, man, you know. And, you know, where I look at it, he should just kept that to himself, man.
So what, like, did he tell him his cousin, like, what did he do? Like, he just...
I mean,
I'm not sure, because, like...
Complained as a cousin, say, if I don't make it, you know, I take the charges. And his lawyer was like, hey, man, basically something like that. You know, I don't know, man. He told on the dead, you know what I'm saying?
So you look at him
basically
different. You look at him different now.
I definitely look at Tip.
Man,
I look at Tip different now, man.
It's crazy. Like, I agree.
But I mean, you know, he not no king of the South to be no more. You know,
crazy,
you can't be
man.
running around and talking and claiming you the king, man. But, you know, I got a lot of respect for what he do individually as an artist. You know what I'm saying? But him as a person, he makes his own decisions. So, with that being said, man, you know, his music, I still listen to it. You know what I mean? But him as an individual, I don't know him personally. You know what I mean? I don't know as a friend.
So you still listen to his music. So you still listen to his music
from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But
So,
it's still not. It's a different feel for me now because when I listen to it, I gotta think that. So I gotta block all that out.
Don't hit the same.
And don't, cause you really can't get caught up in social media nowadays. You really can't get caught up in what people say, he say, she say. So like I said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what he did, like he said himself in his own interview, he said what he did, and I watched it over and over and over. Thought I was gonna get a glitch in the system, but it wasn't one.
So it seemed like that's pretty much like that's heavy in the game still, like no snitch. You know what I'm saying? That's a career ending right there. Well, it's some new rappers that came up in the DFW scene since the last time we spoke. You know, Big X the Plug. You know, he got some stuff out right now.
Yeah.
He jamming really. So how do you feel about, you know, because I know you feel kind of different how people support out of town artists more. They come in town and all that. It's like over the guys that's been here and things like that. So tell me, like, you know, what you think about Big X the Plug and, you know, how people treat out of town artists more.
Man, I mean, Big X Plug is doing his thing, man. I mean, he doing his thing. He putting on for Dallas. He putting on for Texas. To me, he's one of them artists who he different. You know what I'm saying? But he really putting on for where he putting on for the state. You know what I mean? He putting on for where's home. He putting on for Texas. So shout out to Big X Plug, man, all the way around, man.
So he the savior. He the one that's going. Cause remember we were saying like Dallas, who's our Dallas rapper that was going, you know, step up and be elite and all that. So he the one. That's the one that's gonna break that door
for right now.
I mean, you know, he breaking the door. The door already falling. You know what I'm saying? The guy is reaching charts.
He's
climbing charts, man. So you know.
So you think he has real potential to be like consistent on the mainstream records at all times, getting radio play across the nation?
I think he got consistency. I mean, look how he coming.
Yeah, he sound pretty good.
Look how he coming. You know what I mean? You know how you coming is how you gonna finish.
Yeah,
a lot of time.
That's South Dallas too. Like he
rolls.
That's Dallas for real.
He on roll.
Ain't no outskirts or nothing. So
shout out South Dallas, man. You understand me?
So is there a specific artist that like you can think of that, okay, he came from out of town or whatever, but you know, he getting boosted over this guy that's from, you know, South Oak Cliff, you know what I'm saying? So like is there an example like somebody you can think of that's like you feel is getting too much praise right now?
Now everybody getting what they deserve.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Everybody getting what they deserve.
So
if you put in what you get. You put in a lot, you get a lot. You put in a little, you get a little.
Do you think that there's something in particular resonating with the people of Dallas as to why they're gravitating towards these out-of-town artists as opposed to the people here?
Because the radio, you know, play a lot of out-of-town music over and over and over, you know. But a lot of times people listen to their own music in their phone now. So they listen to other music, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't understand why it's like that here. They should gravitate more to their own people and the culture of it all. You know what I'm saying? If you can sit next to them and kick that slang with them, then you should be listening to their music.
Like, why is it not a collective though? Like, you know, like Houston got a collective of artists. You know, you can think of in the game as relevant. LA, you know, Miami.
Yeah.
New Orleans, you know, they got a collective. Dallas is just, you know, big as the plug. He big, but he ain't, you know, I won't put him up there with the, you know,
The
Future, you know, like, you know, nah. But he a, you know, up and coming, you know.
Right.
Yeah, he.
So you feel he's the one that's gonna make it like that collective like effort, like, okay, now it's gonna be this other artist, you know, this
More opportunities and stuff.
Man, I feel Big X Plug is doing what he's supposed to be doing, man. You know, I mean, look at the stuff he's doing. I mean, he's steady getting shows.
So it's not his responsibility, is what you're saying. Like, he just got to do what he do.
He just got to do what he do, man, because it ain't got to be this. Sometimes you can get on in other places and make where you from come towards you. You know what I'm saying? You know, for real. You know, even if everybody ain't on your team at the time and the city ain't all behind you or whatnot, whatever, or wherever you from ain't behind you, you can go somewhere else and get on. And by the time you come back home, fame waiting on you here too.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he's one of those cats, if they ain't already caught on to him yet, which a lot of people already done caught on to him, they're gonna eventually be on the same train. And cause he's got that pull. You know what I mean?
You never thought about taking like a younger artist like on your wing and like guiding them, you know, managing them?
I have a young artist right now.
Okay.
We getting ready to release his EP.
Okay.
His name Young Bull. He's 16.
Okay, you was telling me about him, I think, one time.
Yeah, he's 16, man. We got artwork ready. Right now we getting the EP all mixed and mastered up, getting it cleaned up for him, and he finna come out. Okay. And he actually been talking to Zaytoven and everything about, you know, they interested in him. So it's a lot of 1017 shit going on around here.
Okay. He from around here?
He from Northeast Texas.
Sherman, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that's the only artist we should be on the radar, like to like just him, like ain't nobody else you kind of that we should be like, you know, not even just you managing, like somebody that's like, you know, that's
man,
cold.
you know, man, I always give a shout out to, you know, to Lil Q 900.
Lil Q 900, I don't think I'm familiar with him.
Lil Q 900, man, he go hard, man.
He from around here?
He from North Dallas.
North Dallas.
Yeah.
Lil Q. Okay.
Yeah, he go hard.
What's his sound like?
He got that party, man. He got that party sound, man. Make you want. He different too. You know what I'm saying? He different. He got that sound. He kind of got he give you like a little Kevin Gates feel with him, but he got his own thing going.
Well, it has been progress since the last time we talked with the Dallas scene, because like I said, we Big as a plug didn't come up, but I'm sure he was making music, but he didn't really smash through yet, you know. So it can happen that quick, you know.
Yeah.
No, this shit changed quick around here.
Yeah. So that's the hope in it. So all right. So the hip hop culture right now, like it's a lot of stuff going on, you know. So
let's talk about it.
We trust your hip hop, you know, IQ. We trust it. So we want to get your opinion on something.
Okay.
Right? So
Talk to
the other day we was talking about Biggie's career and everything, and like how it went. And I made the argument. I was like, okay, he only had 2 albums, right?
Yeah.
2 studio albums released. I said he was trending downward because Life After Death was not a better album than Ready to Die. It wasn't, top to bottom. And that was, you can't say, oh, he died. He died. When he died, that was an album he wanted out. He died at an album release party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His album was done. Those are the songs he wanted on there. It was a good album, you know, but it wasn't Ready to Die. And I noticed like a slight drop off. Now, he's still Biggie. It's still an all-time great album, but I put that, I just put that against him as far as like, you know, all time, you know.
Yeah.
So what you think about that?
Man, my opinion, I mean, Biggie was great, man. He was great, man.
So you feel he would have kept his
I
album would have
think
just extended?
I don't agree with you on the album choice. I believe that Ready to Die was his coming, and he came in hard. But the second one, he came in even harder.
It's better. It's better.
Way better. And then he got better production on it because he's in the game. Diddy and them got a little more money. They got a little more money. The production got better. The quality sound. He got more people involved. You know what I'm saying? And then if he was still been around, you know, I believe that I mean, Biggie would have just rose to be even greater than what he was, man.
Cause see, to me, he before Drake. Personally,
That's my real true opinion. You know, and people always trying to say Pop bigger than Pop. Who's better, Biggie or Pop? I'm a Pop fan.
I'm a Pop guy,
but they were both talented individual artists. They were different. One spoke about up one, and the other spoke about several different things.
Cause see, that's why I give a lot of credit to Biggie personally, and he used to be my number one rapper of all time and stuff because of the versatility. And then, but let's not act like the man couldn't talk about what he was talking about early in his career, going hard in the streets and stuff like that. Do you think that let's say hypothetically, Pac and Biggie wouldn't have passed like how they did? Do you think that someone like a Jay-Z would have ascended as far as he did in the wake of something like that? If they were still active? Because I think that Biggie was just going to get better.
Man,
I think the same for Pac.
My opinion on Jay-Z, a lot of people, I was around when Jay-Z came in the game, so I don't think he'd be who he is as an artist, but his business venture, Jay-Z's great. I mean, that's what made him who he is. It wasn't the music like that. People don't realize it wasn't music like that. People don't realize that he retired early 2000. That album didn't even do as big as he thought it was. And you know what I mean? So then, in the newer generations, they thinking that, he was, no, man. He made his money come from his businesses, man. His business moves, man. For real, because, you got to think, they putting him on the hot pedestal too high. That's my opinion.
I think Jay-Z still would have been like, what? I don't think he would have.
Because like skill wise, it's hard.
I don't know. I don't think he would have became a billionaire before Biggie.
No, I think he still became a billionaire because Biggie worked for somebody.
Yeah,
Biggie was working for Diddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z is his own businessman, so his business ventures, regardless of his music, this man was a brilliant man. He's a smart man, so he was gonna go get it regardless. You know what I mean? So with that being said, without the music, he still would have made more money than Biggie because Biggie was under Diddy. Diddy got to get his cut too.
Yeah. I feel Biggie still would have been big if he would have lived, but I feel that we underestimate like that. A drop off is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt it would have came definitely by that third or fourth album. Like it would have tailed off. He would have been like a famous person.
Yeah.
And whatever, somebody that's out. But we ain't going to him like that.
Hold.
That's all I'm saying. That's my opinion.
Because you can make that argument for a lot of people. I mean, people say that Drake's best album was his first album. People say Kendrick Lamar's album was his first album was his best album. But let's not act like they didn't trend back up after their sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Man, come on now.
You
don't think the talent was enough?
Well, okay. Well, look.
Yeah, you good album. Yeah, you bad album, man.
Yeah. You right, but
how long can you stay relevant is the key, and Jay-Z stayed relevant throughout his whole career.
True.
So that right there was key. He stayed relevant regardless of the music or if he did features or his business or him just being in the tabloids.
Yeah. Well, he knew how to innovate his sound, I think, the best, because that's why I think he's gotten away with just, I don't have to drop an album about once every 10 years or whatever, and it fits right into what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a rapper, that's known as like being goated,
Yeah.
Eminem.
Okay.
He thinks that he's like Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? He's up there.
I think he is in the top 5, top 10 discussion.
Okay, and look,
I think that's fair to say.
Okay, and listen, I believe I acknowledge he's great. Mm-hmm. I acknowledge his lyrics is like some of the best ever.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that, but
the flow.
He don't resonate in the culture like you can't put him on Mount Rushmore. He's not top. For me, if he's top 10, he's right at 10. But he's not my top 10. He's top 20. So
he's top 20.
So him a bad boy, man.
Okay, you feel he's top 10?
I mean, I didn't say that. I just said him a bad boy, man. I didn't say he was top 10, top 20. Him a bad boy because everybody comes from somebody else. So all these artists come from somebody else, and you got to be one of them type of cats that's deep in the crates to know like where he. Because when he come from trailer park type cat. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And they listen to deep music. You know what I'm saying? Whether heavy metal or just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Melody type music and crazy lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So what he listens to in his ear ain't what we listen to in our ear at all.
The influence
coming up.
Same.
So my opinion on Eminem, he's versatile. He's a dope artist. He's good with words. He's clever with words. But I think his style kind of comes from Brother Lynch Hung.
Brother Lynch Hung?
Yeah, because Brother Lynch Hung back in the day, he was the artist that was talking about the crazy shit that M be talking about.
Saying off the wall shit.
Off the wall shit, but people wouldn't, you know what I mean? And you gotta think, that's a West Coast artist.
What helped him, like, was Dr. Dre co-signing him and all that. That helped him, but
yeah,
he's not. When the last time you don't went in your Spotify and your iTunes, you don't went to an Eminem song? Like,
man, it's been a long time. I'm on it.
And for somebody to call him an all-time great, like a GOAT, you didn't listen to a Snoop song lately, huh?
Yeah,
a Biggie song, huh?
I listen to Biggie, Snoop.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. It's not gonna go too long before you listen to
I'm
I'm
not gonna say I don't listen to him, but I gotta be.
Listen to that shit.
But I gotta be in the mood for like a mix. Like if I'm going on a long trip, I'm gonna get on the road. I'm gonna mix that thing in. So he gonna be in the mix.
Bro, he has multiple eras of his career that you can go and pick from. You can go to the Slim Shady. You can go to.
But I don't listen to every song though. I don't listen to every song.
That.
I got my best select few on each album, and that's just how it is with me and him. You know, I'm not knocking the dude. He's a great artist, but that's what I'm saying. Because if we all agree on the same thing you saying, then damn everybody in the world be Eminem's fan.
Look at the hits and stack them up against your guys.
See, okay.
You did that with J. Cole, and you were surprised because the man has a lot of hits.
Okay. I mean, hits ain't what we. I mean, hits are cool.
Thank you. It's not about.
Hits are cool. Hits are cool. Hits are cool. Classics are cool. Records are cool. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you something. There's a difference between a hit, a classic, and a record, and a hot song. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They all have their own place. So what do you think the M is?
Right.
You said a hit.
I don't think
you
it's.
said
I don't think
he said he has all them hits. Hits only last for so long. I think
he made some records, man.
Hits only last for so long.
Well, it's not just. Let's not sit here and act like he just made hot songs.
But I'm saying some of his music are classics, records, so they'll live forever. And I imagine everybody likes some of the same classic records that he dropped.
Okay.
Because I play one and he'll like it. And it's one of his main songs.
We always gonna hear "Lose Yourself." Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. That's a
classic record.
Good little.
You're gonna hear it from the end of time.
But then I'm just saying. Look, I'm not denying that he is an all-time great. He's not.
He's one of the because man, to get a diamond record, that's hard, bro.
Yeah,
that ain't easy, man. So I mean, and then you got Outkast right there. And I think Andre 3 Stacks is better than Eminem.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree. I think Andre is probably one of the most underrated people in hip hop history for me, because I don't think there's anybody more skilled at just the lyricism and all that stuff.
I mean, what is skilled though?
So do you think it's being a backpack rapper with all the wordplay? Do you think skill is more of having an ear and knowing what beat's gonna be hot and knowing how to hop on it with the right hook and all that, or do you think one's more than the other, or if it's more of a total package? You gotta have all those things.
I think if you want to be the best rapper ever alive, I think you need to have all. I think you need to have it all. And when I say all, I mean you got to be able to basically live the life, but you got it all. See, and that's called transition. And a lot of artists, they come in like they already made the transition, but you still living like crap. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get there, you still in that same transition that you was before you left. You didn't grow.
Yeah, never really left.
Your fan base didn't grow. Outkast, they grew from the hood fan base to the streets to the world.
Oh yeah, international.
You know what I mean? Weddings.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So they define what I say with greatness of rap. They were a group.
Okay, so you just said you gotta have like the whole package to be considered like the greatest, right? So that means the singing too. There's a lot of singer rappers,
right?
Now. You know, Drake. I feel when it comes to that category, he's a GOAT when it comes to singing. And now I know he wasn't the first. You know, got Nate Dogg. You know, you got some. You know, some of those Houston guys out there. You know, singer rapper who it's a lot of them. You got Lil Durk. I would say he's a singer rapper. I would put Youngboy in that category. Now some people be like, he no sing. He be singing, man.
He ain't singing. He just
yeah. But so
none of them guys. Drake, he just holding a note. NBA Youngboy, he harmonizing.
Who's a GOAT singer rapper? Who do you think is like when it comes to singing, like singing and rapping? Who should we think of?
Shit, man. When it comes to shit like that, man, I might have to go with T-Pain.
T-Pain? Sing? Okay.
T-Pain can really sing.
Yeah.
T-Pain can really rap.
And he had a run there, you know.
You know what I'm saying? But what are you trying to say? Like the street rap and they singing too?
For me, where it feels like it's two different things.
Okay, let me take you through there. Let me take you
like
through
they
there.
can do both.
All right.
both
You got T-Pain type singing and rap. Then you got Chris Brown singing and rap. Okay, but then you have people like NBA Youngboy. That's a new modern day singing, but it's got effects to it.
Who does it the best that modern? Like who does it the best the Drake way? You know, like that way Drake do it.
Man, I'm about to go. Boy, free that boy YFN Lucci.
YFN, okay, yeah.
That's a
good one. And
say,
it's sad he going out.
Hey man, YFN Lucci hard, but man, when it comes to that singing and rapping, man, I'm hit you with this one.
Okay.
The best in the game.
I'm surprised.
The best was Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg, yeah, I agree.
Okay.
He broke it, man.
I'm because there's two. Now we ain't talking about the Chris Brown, the T-Pain. They over there in their own selection. That's pop.
Right.
That's pop type music. Okay. The best in the game. The best. Zero.
Singer rapper, okay, yeah.
Zero is the best.
That's why I say it's a couple of Houston guys you can put in there.
No.
Oh, over Big Mo?
Zero is the best.
Okay.
In the game.
Oof.
To sing and rap.
Okay.
But it's just not like Nate Dogg got a lot of features back in the day. So he went through from the West Coast to the East Coast to the Midwest to the South. Zero, he ain't did a lot of features, but if he was to do a lot of features, ain't nobody rapping on that mic and singing on that mic like Zero, man. And he's talking about good, the bad, the ugly, the woo. He can make you party, he can make you dance, he can make you think, he can make you feel like fuck the haters. You know, he can. It's kind of like Pop, but Pop didn't sing.
No, he didn't sing.
You don't think that Nate Dogg did enough to essentially hold that crown? Because to me, when I think of a singing rapper type, I hear his voice.
But if Mo 3 was here, he was going to define greatness of that. In between both of Zero and Nate Dogg. Because he lived a life and he was out in the streets. So I think that Mo 3 was going to take it to he's going to, what they call it? He's going to set the bar.
Yeah, and it does say a lot that Drake has a lot of Houston influence, you know.
Yeah.
So you got to bring up the Houston guys, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Nate Dogg, you know, fucked with Big Mo and all. I don't know. I really don't.
I mean, Nate Dogg come singing back in the day. He was already singing.
Yeah. So
he was already singing. Nate Dogg had that already rapped in the early 90s, singing. You know what I mean? Houston was chopped screw back in the day. You know, you had certain people like Billy Cook that would sing on the records for them guys. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Big Mo was doing his thing on it. You know what I mean? But a lot of the other artists, they wasn't singing. They was rapping. They was chopped and screwed, man. You hear me? All the way through and through, man.
So that's not nothing you ever thought of, like implementing your sound, like, you know, busting a little note, a little high note.
I mean, I got that in other records.
Song.
You got Baby Come Back. I heard you on there a little bit.
I have it in other records.
Okay.
Where I'm kind of like, you know, getting comfortable. You get my craft is not the same as you heard on those records that y'all heard. None of them are the same. So you can just imagine what I got in the vault. You know what I mean? I got something totally different. You know what I mean? Because I've lived in both sides of the field. You know what I'm saying?
So what's kind of been going on in your life right now that you say that went into you making the Dear Gucci Man project? Like, is there any, life situations you've been through that's giving you a lot of inspiration for this new project, or are you just kind of drawing off of older stuff?
Man, I'm dropping everything that I had set. I already had these records set. You know what I mean? And I was just waiting on due time to release them. I'm not one of them artists. Last time y'all went here to show y'all said I was hoarding music.
I
remember that.
Yeah, are you the type? I mean, you are
but,
the type. Though,
but I know that is kind of insulting. But at the same time,
we want it.
But at the same time, I respect
like,
it though because that I got music.
Yeah. I mean,
I loved it. I love that you said that.
If it wasn't stuff we wanted to hear, then we wouldn't be,
right.
And I look at it like this: some of the best of all time. Tupac was a music hoarder. Like all that music that came out, he died. Niggas was like, he's still alive. He just has so much music. NBA YoungBoy, he's that type, in the studio.
Yeah, he
so
got a lot of music.
Do you feel it takes that to kind of over record like 3-4 songs a day, or is it just a process?
Man, I was already doing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And once you collected and got so many records, damn. You got other things to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what you got going on. You steady making record after record, song after song, and do that. But NBA YoungBoy, the life he lived was kind of like he may not thought, so he had to make them records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They still dropping Mo 3 albums. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now, but you about to expand a little bit. Like he might not have thought he was gonna be free or alive.
Right. He might thought, he living fast life. He might be locked up, dead, or in jail. So, the dude gonna have a lot of music.
That makes sense. Tupac was dodging bullets all the time.
But that's for any artist that's out here in the streets. Make your music, man, because you don't know when you gonna get caught. Because you out here beefing with these niggas. You want ops, you want enemies, you want to get into it with this nigga, that nigga, man. That don't make no sense. And then, a lot of time, your music don't do nothing unless you already a stepping stone. You know what I mean? When 3 drops something, everybody listening to it.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like Extension. You drop, people gonna listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like does beef kind of come with the game, or you feel it's something that can easily be avoided? Like, man,
it can be avoided. Pick and choose your own wars, your own battles. You know what I mean? So if you a real mastermind of war and winning the battle and winning, and you gonna pick and choose when it's time to do what it do. You're not gonna just let it come to you. But if it come to you in war ready or battle ready style, to be ready and prepared to handle your business immediately. You hear me? On the scene.
I mean, I'm a firm believer in like rap should be considered like a sport. I don't mind
it is a sport.
Going against each other like on a track. Like, okay, he said
it's always been a sport. Rap in the back in the days, in the 80s, it was competitive. It was competitive.
So that's something you would do it with like another artist. You saw, okay, he said some kind of competitive. Again, it wasn't nothing just disrespectful, but it was like, it was a slight.
Man, he would have to hit me up, 'cause I gotta know where he coming from.
Yeah.
This business. This is a business. It's an entertainment. It's just like a sport. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Rap game like the NBA. Rap game like the dope game. It's just all of it's a sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there is a slight movement. I won't say a slight movement because it's a movement now, and the female rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always been female rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, now I feel like it's for the first time ever, it's starting to get near congested. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of them now. It's a lot that's in the spotlight too. It's not just some names right, like these girls chart.
That's where the money is right now. If the women is targeting where the bread is, a business. You got people who run these labels. You know what I'm saying? And it's a business. If I find me a dope female artist, shit, I'm gonna push it to the top too. You know what I mean? Cause all the dudes, think about it, man. Everybody sound the same.
The females?
All the male rappers.
Male rapper, yeah.
They all sound the same. They all
So
have the
many.
same bars. They all have the same melody, the same tempo. I don't sound like them, but they all sound the same. They all sound the same, man.
So
You know what I'm saying? Then you got certain dudes like Quavo, certain guys who stand out, and they so cold with it. You got niggas like Finesse 2 Times. He's different. He don't rap like everybody. But Memphis running the game right now. You know what I'm saying? He don't rap like everybody. He's different. But the majority of the rappers that you hear, they all sound the same.
So do you think that, obviously with the boom of, social medias and YouTubes and all that stuff, there's so many more artists coming out now, like we talked about before, because you can just drop your music so fast. Do you think that it's watering down the scene right now because there's so many people coming out, or just dropping music so fast that it's not breeding the same amount of competition that was existed back in the day, where there's not quite as many people out here, and you gotta, go hard if you got somebody else on your track, otherwise it's gonna make you look dumb.
You can't, you only separate the good from the bad, and this, you ain't gonna stop them. A lot of kids feel like they can be the greatest. A lot of kids feel like they can build a fan base, social media marketing. Some of these kids are smart enough to do it from home, and
That's true.
and they'll put a lot of work in, like some of these artists out here that are really working, and they get on. You know what I mean? So music is wide open. It's like a gamble right now. You know what I mean? You can make a song. You know what I mean? And it's all. You never know. You can make a song and you could be the next big thing, and nobody never knew it.
they got studio apps now, like you can just
Yeah.
drop songs. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So I think the music game is oversaturated.
It's oversaturated. So like, how does an upcoming rapper like yourself, like how do they overcome that? It's oversaturated. So what do you think that you got to do to really overcome like the general population that, like, as I would say in rap, it's kind of like it's a lot of rappers that you can look up and search. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who's like, how do you feel you get to that next level? Like, okay, I got like 6 figures in a monthly listeners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you feel you make that jump?
You gotta stay down, stay consistent.
Yeah.
And always willing to critique your craft and your game plan, because the game changes daily. You know what I'm saying? Just how the music's falling every day. Game changing.
So you feel like you gotta keep changing your style, or you feel that it's something?
No. I'm not gonna change my style. It's more like it's the marketing of it. It's the budget you put into this stuff, man. And then sometimes you can put all that stuff into this shit and you still don't win. It's a gamble.
Yeah.
So I understand this game. So my thing is just to deliver the record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe Ballin' Real Hard is the record that I have that's gonna deliver for me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ballin', 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 real hard, I'm ballin', I'm ballin', I'm ballin', ballin' real hard in the trap, 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 ballin' real hard, ballin' real hard.
That's a hard.
It's definitely aggressive. I'll say that.
Okay, so you real familiar with the rap labels in the game and all that. So, we gonna do something called like gas or pass, right?
Okay.
Gas is like, okay, it's good. I would,
I'm gonna gas it up.
Okay, we know you would sign out any of these, right?
Right.
Let's say you made it, right? You artist, you got all these hits, whatever, and like they all offer you the same amount. They all offer you, let's say, 20 million, all right? Ain't nobody offering more.
Yeah.
And okay, and if it's down to one of these, okay, so just say gas or pass. Like really think about like who's on that label and what they sound is and all that. So here we go. Okay, you already talked about this.
Hey.
I'm gonna say this one first.
Run it.
And it's kind of span on it. Like why you say 10-17 gas or pass?
Gas.
Okay. Why is that?
Oh man, you know.
Just.
I mean, you got Zaytoven, you got type of guy that I want to work with in the studio. You know, and then you got Gucci right there. You know, so you know, I know the business of it gonna be A1. On point. I mean, every artist is different. So you know what I'm saying. I'm looking for a different type of approach though.
CMG. Gas. Gotti, you got Gorilla, you know.
Gas. That's straight gas.
Yeah, they kind of mirrored 1017 a little bit, you know. So
yeah, 1017 and but CMG running shit right now.
Yeah, they is, you know.
Yeah.
I would like to see 42 Doug get out there. I felt like he was somebody that was starting to.
Yeah.
All right. Too. OVO. Gas or pass? Drake's label.
Pass.
Why is that?
I don't hear nobody coming from them.
Yeah, there was a little moment some years ago.
It's all about Drake over there.
Yeah,
Drake is OVO.
Like
Drake is OVO.
So you don't think Drake promote his artists well? You don't think he part his door? I mean, he kind of tailed off a little bit.
Yeah, he tailed off hard. He had a little run, but
I mean, you gotta think, man. Drake is OVO. I mean, why would he? I mean, if I was Drake, I wouldn't want to grow up and get artists. I want to grow up and be an artist and be biggest thing in the world. I don't have time to have artists. When I know everybody on my label and everybody outside the label that loves OVO want to hear Drake. They don't care if it was you, me, or him.
Do you think he's too big to have?
He's too big to have his own label, but he's not too big. He's not too big to have his own because he needs to have his own as an individual businessman. So, but he's too big. Only way the artist gonna reap what Drake reaped from OVO and get that same feel. Drake basically had to get on every song for the whole album.
Yeah.
Because I mean, who we waiting to hear?
Yeah.
Drake.
Honestly, if Tollway was on OVO, you would be the only one kind of your sound on his label. You know,
and he's going to get on every song.
Yeah.
Because you know why? I don't want to be on the same boat as the rest. You got to get on. I'm a thinker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a smart man. He's going to get on every song with me. Sing a hook or do something.
Well, because see, you know, Lil Wayne did it back in the day when he was kind of at the peak of his powers. He got 3 youngins to come up under him. What do you think made that transition successful for him to get 3 artists that nobody, I mean, people knew about them, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then all 3 of them just took off.
But you know, Nicki was known before Wayne. You know, before Wayne, right. Nicki was known. You know what I'm saying? So she was already building up her.
So this Gas on Young Money, because that was going to be our next one. Gas, Young Money, they will try to.
I'm going to pass.
Pass? Okay.
You got to think of now, too. I mean.
Because it's still a Young Money, right? It's a Young Money. Drake is still Young Money.
The collective don't really feel the same as it did.
It's not.
They don't really. It's not like
I say,
it's a smart decision.
It's all about them, and some of them might not even be Young Money no more. So, I mean, I wouldn't even claim the label. I just do the business. You know, I wouldn't even put that out there as my stamp. They would just make sure they got the marketing and all the business for me set for me to go. It's all about me, not the label, because the label don't have, you know what I mean? It's like you saying Death Row.
Death Row. Okay, well that's a label. You know, the Snoop. What do you think about Snoop kind of getting that?
I mean, get where you started. Snoop learned from Master P, a great businessman. You know, and get where you started, man. You know.
There was a label that kind of ran them off like towards the end.
You know, hopefully Snoop got all his masters and everything out of that, and some of his, you know, dads and corrupt some of the other artists, and they're able to eat correctly. You know, Snoop probably providing for them guys, you know, the correct way now. You know, they're eating better because they couldn't touch nothing.
Okay, so next one, QC, Quality Control, Migos, Lil Yachty. You know, is Lotto? You know, Lotto's Gucci Man, but yeah, but you know all the artists is on QC.
Man,
Lil Baby.
Cause I'm a pass.
Cause
I'm a pass because they don't even own QC no more. They sold it like a couple months ago.
I heard about that.
So I'm not gonna go somewhere I don't know nobody. I'd rather go 4 pockets full. I'd rather go wherever Lil Baby.
So Lil Baby's going crazy right now. with everything.
So QC, like, you feel that label's like, now that they sold it, P and what's his name, Uncle Coach K, something like that.
Yeah, Coach K and P.
Yeah, Coach K and P. So they sold it now. So you feel it's not gonna be what it was like.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. You know, and you know, being a business man, you don't have time to wait and see.
Yeah.
You know, over all them labels though, I would take CMG over all of them.
Well, all of them.
Over
So
all of them.
what about Maybach Music Group? Rick Ross, Meek Mill.
I like Ross, but you know, still, I mean, I pass.
Pass.
Yeah. Only
Okay.
two I would take. I mean, really would be 1017 or CMG. Would be the main one I want because I like how I could just tell how he got it. You can just see how it's kind of structured. And I just want to know, I mean, being on a guy artist that's on the outside looking in, I want to know if it's really like what I'm looking at because, you know, you can see business and kind of analyze it. And how he got it going, I would love to do business because he let you be your own. You already got my own label, Born Made Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But it could be /CMG.
Do you think like it's a regional thing? Like you wouldn't sign to a label that's based like in New York or something like that because you from Paris. So like, do you feel like as a Texas boy you would want to sign to a label that's
Like southern,
based in the South?
Man, if the paper right and the paperwork is on point for my meeting, my standards, my lawyer standards, you know what I'm saying, all that, it could be from Africa. Cause I know we finna do some big things.
Things in Africa.
Here we go.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy. So, what's your opinion on? Okay, I was gonna ask you guys to pass on Rock Nation, but just tell me your opinion on what Jay-Z built there, what he's building there with just Rock Nation. Rock Nation like Yo Gotti is on there. Rock Nation, ain't he? He's under them now.
Yeah,
so
he got something going on.
So how do you feel how Jay-Z done transition now? Like as far as like he'll rap every now and then. He'll put a verse on God Did and
I love it.
Grammy nomination.
Shoot, I love it because you always love music, and you come in, you come out, but you got other things going on that making millions and millions of dollars doing other things. You gotta think it's so many other artists. NBA Youngboy is the biggest artist in the world. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z come out trying to compete. No, man, I can go get this money over him.
Yeah.
You hear me?
He ain't worried about
he ain't worried about that. So the older you get, the more smart you get in this game, of becoming a guru of the music industry because he's still of the music industry. You know what I mean? But he just got big things going on. He's so big on his outside of the music, they put him still in the mix of the music.
Yeah, I mean, he's way bigger.
That's why.
He is a
Sports,
standard, I feel, now for like a rapper to come in the game with nothing like Rags and Riches shit. If you looking like for the standard, okay, that's
He's
the
the
bar.
pinnacle.
I mean, as far as rappers, he's reached the pinnacle.
He's a mogul.
There's no rapper in history that can say that they've reached the heights that he's reached financially. Maybe album sales, blah, whatever. I'm talking about like really like what you talk about, what everybody talk about in these songs, getting all that money. He's the one that did the best.
Man's buying sports teams.
So even though
50 Cent.
50 Cent, yeah.
I mean,
talking to Hollywood.
Come on, man. I mean, Jay-Z doing this,
Water.
but 50 Cent, man. Say,
you a fan of them shows, being man?
I'm a fan of 50 Cent. I'm a fan of his work, his business adventures. He's very, very brilliant. And I gotta say that 50 Cent gonna pass. If not already done passed Jay-Z.
What? Wait, what? Pass him on what? Like
if not already?
Okay, in what though? Like what do you mean?
Yeah.
You're not talking about music because that's over with.
We don't have to talk about music.
Overall net.
I don't know.
50 Cent ain't out here buying
Take
NBA teams.
Beyonce money out of it.
Hey,
I can take that.
Hey,
what about
hey.
buying basketball teams
Look,
and
50
shit?
Look, 50 got basketball team. He got television shows. He got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm not talking about he owns a lot of stuff, man.
So, but
Yeah,
now
vitamin water and all
Yeah,
that
man.
stuff,
He owns a lot of stuff, man.
they consider P Diddy a rapper. They put him in that rapper category because he's had songs.
He's a rapper, but he's a.
So I mean, what?
Yeah, he is.
He's a rapper, man. P Diddy's a rapper, but he's a hype man.
Yeah.
But he's also the CEO. I mean, a lot of rappers do it.
So you just said 50 Cent. You feel he'll pass Jay-Z, but
if not,
how's he? So he would have to pass P Diddy. He would have to pass Drake.
I mean,
I don't think he's passed Drake yet.
In terms of business stuff,
well, yeah.
I mean, you got bottom and water.
I'm speaking on 50. I'm speaking like business wise, like the things he got going on. I don't know all Jay-Z stuff he got going on, but 50 putting it in your face, baby. You hear me? He want the young to see it, and the people that come up on to see it, and that you can do these things too. You know, Jay-Z is kind of just he's quiet man.
He's in the background, bro.
He's in the background, man. He's like a Russell Simmons. He's just real quiet in the background. You know what I'm saying? You see him 1 minute, then the next thing you don't. He kind of like Spike Lee type shit.
So yeah, look, you like Gucci Mane a lot, and you like 50 Cent as I see right now.
Yeah.
So both of their careers, have been great. So if you have to choose one, like a career to have like they primes and everything, like if you can, okay, I want my career to be like, if you had two, 50s or Gucci Mane, which one would you be like, okay, this is a career I would want to have, like from the beginning to now?
I'm gonna go with 50s.
50? Okay.
Cause 50 came in, everybody had Go Shop. It's shit, bro.
But his music catalog is strong though. It's strong.
You gotta think with Gucci, you got Gucci. They did So Icy, but Jeezy was on it, so it couldn't do what it was supposed to do because they had issues. See what I'm saying? Now, say those issues didn't happen. Gucci Mane's beginning would have been much bigger and way before it really came because he was still going up to where he was going.
Right.
I don't think he got his big break until he did Lemonade.
Really? Well, you right, because alright, we back with Celebrity News Talk, with Tollway. It's going pretty smooth right now. So let's talk about the Tory and Meg trial, okay? Let's talk about that real quick. That's kind of that's real sticky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know everything about it. I really don't. I just know from what I hear on Twitter.
Details are hazy.
You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. But what do you feel everything was fair? 'Cause I've heard things like, look, I'm not on nobody. I'm really not. But I've heard like Rock Nation, like Jay-Z had some behind the scenes was helping Meg. Was swaying the decision and things like that. Do you feel he was in the wrong position? Just give me your thoughts on all of that, because he in jail right now.
Like I said before, earlier, you dig a hole, you gotta make your way out. You make that big, you gotta lay in it, man.
So it's on him.
I mean, whatever the situation may have been, you know what I mean? If he innocent or if he guilty, man, And if he guilty, I believe God will see him home. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Sometimes it's a lesson learned. Sometimes God put you away just so you can, get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Come out for a new lead on life. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, hey man, you dig your hole, you gotta dig your way out. So I mean, I'm gonna leave that right there with that.
Like there ain't nothing about that seemed like you just feel,
I mean, you gotta watch company keep. I mean, even with the celebrities.
That's the point.
Even celebrities, you can't keep it with them like that. You getting drunk, fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? You got partying and shit. They do regular shit like we do regular shit.
Mm-hmm.
They do regular shit like regular people do regular shit. Still they got a title on them, a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
I will say I do believe she got shot. I do believe that. And if that's
and
true,
the question is what you are wanting to ask is who pulled the trigger?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, do you feel it was justice was served,
man?
Because look, he filed for a retrial and everything.
Like I said before, I don't think he made his bed, he got to lay in it, but I don't think no man should be, in prison. You know what I'm saying, for certain things.
Right.
It got to be something, and I mean, I think that's free Tory, at the same time, Megan, you know, she
you
won the battle. She won the battle. So I'm
first pitch at Astros.
You know, I'm just saying because I don't know, I wasn't there, and but that pitch at the Astros game was nice. You know, even though that damn she didn't put it where it's supposed to be, but it was nice. It was definitely a good look.
So
product placement.
So there's no trend you notice of like with Meg Thee Stallion with like that follows her is nothing. She's all in the clear. It's nothing she could have done to not be in that situation. You know,
man. You know, evidently both of them want to be there in the same place with her. You know, and they had another friend there. So like I say, at the end of the day, who pulled the trigger?
okay,
You know, and if you find out who pulled the trigger, then you gonna find out who really did the dirty work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Legally, they say Tory Lanez pulled the
But
trigger.
if he pulled the trigger, then you know, I say, he laying in his bed right now, probably as we speak.
He sure laying in.
Well, he on Rikers Island.
I'm surprised because like usually like those big celebrities, he ain't got no type of break. He's been in there since that time since they slammed that hammer. He in there.
He in there.
All right, so Jonathan Majors, big Hollywood actor, big Hollywood actor right now. In Creed 3, he
Ant-Man,
whatever.
Devotion, Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Keep going.
So now he's found himself in some trouble. You know, fucking with these hoes. You know what I'm saying? A girl claims that he choked her. He basically was hitting on her, this and that. Okay, so first, do you feel this is gonna affect his career in a way? You know, in the run he's having, because you know he's #1 right now, Hollywood with acting. And 2, how do men, you know, as a just the wise person you are, how do men keep themselves out of these domestic violence, type situations? Because it seems like it's a lot of misunderstood stuff going on. So give me your thoughts on that.
Like I said before, you gotta watch the company and keep, even being a celebrity. 2, did he beat her? I mean, they got evidence showing.
Hey, we don't know.
You know, you gotta have evidence before you.
I've heard he got some good evidence, like some text messages and stuff. Like,
she recanted her statement.
She got bruises on her or something like that. Then
he
apparently
check.
So hey man, it ain't a good thing. You know, I mean, it's not good for his career, but you know, everything blows by.
Yeah.
If Chris can slap Rihanna.
Yeah. See,
and supposedly beat her.
And we saw the pictures of that.
And redeem his career.
But see,
it never got back to what the track was on.
Well, it did.
Chris got big.
That was big album.
People were saying he was going to be like the next Michael Jackson. Now,
man,
come on now.
Okay, but
that
album he dropped after that first album he dropped after that happened, bro, was his best selling.
Yeah, he was going strong because that dude was going back strong, man. I'm telling you, people, it's like people forgave and forget.
No, you're not lying. I'm just saying for what the trajectory he was on before that incident, I don't know, bro. It's like there was definitely
he could have been on a higher bracket than what he was if he wouldn't have been in the shithole. But damn,
I mean, look. I feel he reached.
But damn, how many motherfuckers come back after that though?
Yeah.
After the way she looked, she looked.
Now,
hey, only motherfucker I know come back after that is Ike Turner.
Now did that come out today?
Oh yeah, today
he real.
Done, man.
Now he done. So
and
you know,
she was early in her career. If she would have been a lot big, like billionaire, oh man.
Man, Ike used to whoop Tina, and Tina used to still do the show. I told you, man. I'm telling you, it's all about the company you keep, man. You gotta choose the right one.
Yeah, because I mean, just to wrap that whole situation.
Because there's a lot of violence in home abuse, all that shit in the industry. They people just like we people. You know, a lot of them don't say nothing. You know, so
okay, so we talking about an actor, like, you know, just right now. So, you know, first of all, like we do a lot of movie reactions and everything like that. So, you know, do you like movies? And if you do, I'm sure you do like some movies. So tell us like some movies that inspired you coming up that you like, and you know, also, just that. Because like right now, just that.
One of my movies coming up, I'm going to say Last Dragon.
Last Dragon.
Yeah.
So you on a Wu-Tang type of thing?
Is that
what you on? Like you were
fuck
watching
with
them old
I watched them old karate, them old Tiger Kung Fu movies.
Oh, he lost me there.
Crouching Tiger,
Crouching Tiger, man, you know, all the
baby.
Bruce Lee fans,
Yeah.
you know, and just even the Crouching Tiger, you know, Bruce Lee went in those and they would just jump from tree to tree, from limb to limb. You know, it was cool to watch.
Old
So,
Shaolin
yeah,
movies.
man, yeah, for real.
Mhm.
So I'm definitely in that.
Okay, there was a debate, Menace to Society and Boys to Men. I saw it online today.
Huh?
Menace to Society and Boys to Men.
Boys to me.
Boys in the Hood. Boys to Men. I'm tripping.
On Men's Society, me.
Look, yeah, Boys.
is more gangster.
Men's Society is more
Men's
gangster.
Society is more gangster. It's one of my favorites. Men's Society is more great. You want me to tell you why?
I don't.
Men's Society is more gangster. You go through it. You know, there's a lot more going on. A lot going on. From the beginning and the end. From the beginning, it came on. Samuel L. Jackson in the crack house, shooting up and on.
That
Yeah,
was
that was in the beginning of the movie.
But I don't know.
That was
Really?
the open. Say, man, that was the beginning of the movie. There's no rawer scene than that.
Yeah.
And the son, then he killed the
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
sitting across for him. You know what I'm saying? So it was raw from the beginning. Now when you go to Boys in the Hood,
Which-
how did it begin?
Boys to Men. I'm playing. But yeah, Boys in the Hood.
That's basically how Boys in the Hood was. They went from boys to men.
It did.
Yeah.
That's what the message of the movie
Okay,
was.
so
To really become from out the streets of being a gangbanger to being a man and take care of your community and doing the right things
and look
and teaching your people.
Okay, and look, I had a feeling you was gonna say Menace to Society too, because it was a more popular one. It had Tupac should have been in that movie too. They say, but it had a lot more acting. It was a lot more like a, you know, it's a better.
They wanted Tupac to play Sharif.
Sharif, yeah, but
He didn't want to play
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah.
he was, to me, Pac was still on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, it was some movies.
So I did think he should have took the part and critiqued it how he did with Juice.
Juice. Yeah.
But he didn't, you know. He was in his hothead state right then.
So which death hit harder in like those movies? You had two big deaths. You had Kane at the end, and then you had Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Ricky was he was about to go to school. He was thinking about to go to the army and all this shit.
Kane hit harder than me. Cause I'm a street cat, man, and you know I was you know, once a gangster, you always a gangster, you know. So Kane hit harder than me because I knew where Kane come from.
Boy was moving out. He was moving out, huh?
Ricky had a chance to run left or right.
But
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying, man.
What's the chances?
I'm just
that
saying,
the same
man.
outcome
What's the
ain't gonna
chances of you thinking you got
I
to run the
agree.
bullet? So you're faster than the bullet.
What's left and right gonna do though? Cause
You could have dodged. You could have moved. It was an alley where he could have went to the left or to the right. And they had to back up and then follow and chase him down. The first shot, it was a double barrel shotgun.
Well,
He looked like he shot Buck, but he
It was a
still
buckshot.
yeah, but he still could have went to the he could have went down because hey man, they shot him straight up.
Listen, you know that they have
Blew
to
it back
Hollywood it up a little bit, but the real life version of
I'm
that
just
is
saying,
you
though.
never see it and then they just shoot you in the back.
But me
You don't
on
get the chance to
this
run.
is my opinion on that one. I think he lived because I watched movies.
Or you think he survived that?
I think he survived that.
Who?
Ricky did.
I don't know.
Did
I
he
think
say
that
how-
takes
bro, he
away
got
the
fucked
message
I'm gonna mess y'all head up with this.
and the impact.
I'm gonna mess y'all head up.
He
He lived and he ended up playing in that other movie, The Best Man.
Oh
Remember, he's on the field. He went to college. He's on the field.
Best Man.
But that was cold because that movie came out right after that.
Okay. That's a good.
But that's it, though, y'all. Let's make you think.
Yeah. See some good shit, but see, I just feel overall, Boys in the Hood was it just had more of the like, okay, the boy that's trying to do well, you know. I like that type of. They were both good. But Trey, he was trying to like he wasn't in the streets. He was a regular nigga that lived in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying?
But Trey wasn't gonna go that lifestyle. No way.
You know, trying to go to college and
But
shit.
that happens a lot with kids that ain't really in it. You're around your friends
got
and all of a
friends
sudden
in the
you're in
hood.
it.
Nah, but his daddy was on him, man. See,
Yeah,
when
he
you got-
was.
It all starts at home with any kid. So I mean, you know, it would nowadays and back then, if you could be a single parent, if you raising your kid right and teaching them and behind those closed doors was right and wrong, and they go out and see and they knowing what you saying, man, it was all about home with him. You know what I'm saying? See, Boys in the Hood had a like a 3-story plot. It had Doughboy had it, and it was about him. You know what I'm saying? But then you had Ricky, who went to school, was a good kid. So you had a good kid. They 2 good kids across the street from each other. Mm-hmm. Ricky and Trey. Doughboy wasn't a bad kid. He just took up for his brother. Didn't take no shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That was wrong with Doughboy. You know what I'm saying? He might have stole a little bit from time to time, but hey, that's what kids do. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he got caught for it. But I still say that those 2 good kids across the street. And Ricky, mama didn't teach him shit.
That's shit, bro. That's shit.
He was just a man that wanted change on his own. He seen poverty, what it looked like. He seen what gangbang looked like. He seen what trouble, seen what death looked like. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of other kids, California was a gangbanging place.
That's why I like that story more. That's why, because it was more of a realistic, turn of events. You know what I'm saying? I just feel.
I mean, Mississippi was real turn of events too.
But like, come on, you rob a store, you in the hood hiding out for some week, like everybody get the tape, and it's just like, look at these youngsters.
He going to shoot. He going, man, I just seen a youngster kicking cars at the stop sign. A rapper. And going live. Nobody got in their car hurt him, but he was kicking their windows and denting their car. Hey, come on, man. He ain't even got pass tape around. Just push play and send it.
Pull it up on niggas and drive through and shit. Like
but Men's Society was raw, man. Dude, look, you gotta think in the beginning. Then he got deeper in the crack game. Deep in it. He got deeper into it. Yeah. Hey man, every day he woke up, it was slanging something. Police chasing you. It showed more what's going on in the hood than boys in the hood. You didn't really see what's going on in boys in the hood. You got the nigga scene where, but this one was, you seen it. Nigga kicking rock, running. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get nigga in the head blown off. Niggas at the park kicking it. You hear me? The barbecue. You got the classroom, get some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You got choices. You know what I'm saying? You got rival hoods the same as that. But you got a lot more going on in Mid Society than you did in Boys in the Hood. A lot more going on, man.
Okay, so there's definitely a movement going on right now. Women's college basketball. Angel Reese and the LSU Tigers just won a championship and all that. Yeah. Shout out. It's been, a lot of pushback on, her celebration and everything. Caitlin Clark came out and said she had no problem with it. She talked trash, so why can't they? Okay, so I'm not going to talk on her, but so what do you think about, like, what they doing right now? For over 10 million people watch the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I watched it. I watched closely. Like I was talking about all the time. Like, bro, it's a good term. Women, they doing this, doing that. It's a lot of stars. It's what they need, superstars. So you think this is good for women's basketball? Like, these girls on social media and just hooping and doing all this stuff, like Angel Reese.
I think it's good for sports. Yeah. I think it's competitive. I mean, before social media came, it was just competitive sport. They talk trash. No, you don't know what they said. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got social media.
Mics everywhere.
Some people got mics, celebs got mics on them just to hear. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you say. Mics in the game. It's competitive sport. But the social media is what blows it all up. So I really don't care too much about what social media has to say because they're not playing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing. They're just giving an opinion. But what they got going on the court, them 2 girls, they got a good understanding. They're not enemies. They got a real good understanding. They respect each other's game. You know what I'm saying? So social media is going to say what it says anyway. All the time. Especially when it's out there.
So you don't feel like she put a target on her back now? It's like, okay.
No, she put a target. She got to put a target on her back to get money. Yeah. She been getting money. Yeah. She been getting money. It wasn't no N-word bombs being dropped on nobody. None of that. Then what social media talking about. And then social media doing to make Reese even more relevant. All endorsements she's getting and the extra, gifts and all the stuff that's coming along her way now because of the backlash of social media. So social media put her up on a pedestal without even knowing it.
You see, my whole thing about that whole situation, my only thing I'm a little bit sad about is that the attention was kind of taken away from the game.
Yeah.
And it became about, those two and their whole deal.
Yeah.
And even the first lady got involved saying dumbness. I don't know who let her say that, but the White House already confirmed that's not happening or whatever. Do you think that it was purely a black-white thing as to why everybody in the world had no problem with Caitlin Clark, whereas when Angel Reese did it, the taller black woman that seems arrogant or whatever, do you think that is what set people off and they started calling her an idiot and calling her all types of things out her
Man,
name?
Finesse 2 Times said it best. It's cool when they do it. The problem when I do it, fuck 'em. That's always been like.
She want the ring now.
And then you gotta think everybody watching the game. And it's sad that people still see color. You know what I'm saying? People still see color.
Yeah.
So when I say people still see color, so you gotta already expect stuff like that. You got a Caucasian lady who's playing basketball.
6 foot tall.
So she cold. Then you got a young African American girl playing basketball. She cold. People ain't used to seeing that, but they are used to seeing it. Because women basketball in college been going off since back in the day when Connecticut was winning. So it's always been, it's always been a competitive sport. But now everybody's caught up in today. So, man, I just overlooked that shit, man.
So every man has to be ready for this question as the sports question right here. And you don't got to dwell on too long. Just give me a response. Just kind of quick why you feel.
Say the right answer. It's okay.
Yeah.
Between these two, who's a GOAT? Okay, just tell me why. Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
Okay, why?
Michael Jordan, he's just the greatest to do this.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
He's the greatest to play the game. I'm not saying that LeBron is a great player or one of the greatest to play the game. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say this: if you was to put LeBron James in Michael Jordan's time, that would make Jordan even more competitive.
I feel LeBron would have plenty.
So what I'm saying is, LeBron James couldn't keep up with him then because at that time, if they were both in their prime, put them on in the same, put LeBron back in the 90s or put Jordan in the day in his prime, he couldn't keep up with him.
What
Jordan,
do you mean?
Jordan don't miss too often.
Well, LeBron's more efficient. So
He don't miss too often.
He think because LeBron been playing 20 years and
It took him a long time to get that finisher,
it's
though.
what I'm saying.
It took him a long time to get that finishing shot, didn't it?
Listen,
Yeah.
it took a very long time for Michael Jordan to get his patented fadeaway, okay? Let's not act like
What
he
do
came
you
to the league
mean?
with that. He didn't come into the league with that. He was flying high over everybody using his athleticism. When that waned, he went to the fadeaway shot. He went to the low post, started operating out there.
That's basketball.
What's wrong with that?
That's
That's
fine.
basketball.
But why are we're gonna punish LeBron James for bullying everybody out of his way? Why could
Bullying?
Why do you think he couldn't make it in the 90s? Because people say it was too physical.
He
Jordan would have been more competitive.
Nah,
He's
I
6'9",
didn't say that he
260.
couldn't make it. I said that Jordan would have still outdone him in the 90s. If they would have came in his prime.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, LeBron James, he's a beast. He's a rough player. But he's playing against other rough players. And Jordan learned how to get around them rough players. LeBron ain't getting around nobody in the league today.
Oh,
It was really easy for him.
Well, and
He worked hard to get where he is and to be the best, highest scoring player in the league ever. Yeah,
top 3 assists.
Yeah, but but Jordan had to play against dogs.
yeah, and see, it's
Anthony expansion teams and Anthony Masons and all these bums.
Yeah, he had to go
I'm sorry, there was literally players back in the league that could not play today. They were just enforcers.
Yeah, but the
Knocking shit out of
basketball is soft now. It's weak.
It's definitely went
Why?
too far the other way.
Why?
I don't personally know, and I think that kind of goes back to the whole Caitlin Clark thing we was talking about, because you see that in the NBA now. They don't let dudes go at each other like that during the game or whatever. Like, if you start talking shit, they'll call it
It's soft
technical
now,
foul.
man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think LeBron would have played any good and did his thing, but he'd have been considered like with the Magics, the Birds, the James Worthys, the Kevin McHale. Because he
But Magic made non-finals.
Yeah,
now.
Magic is a dope. It's crazy too on the court. LeBron James and Michael Jordan in the prime, Jordan would still been. He'd have been over there with them. It's just like I went and watched the movie the other day, Air. Now he was the first man, the greatest player. He's the reason why Jordan's the reason why LeBron is able to put his signature on his shoe.
Okay, what are we talking about? Kareem had a signature shoe with Adidas, and they had
he didn't.
Converse.
No, he didn't.
Was with Dr. J and all
No, he
this
didn't.
stuff.
No, there wasn't a signature shoe.
Oh my
Jordan
God.
had his name
Jordan
on the shoe. Air Jordan.
Oh
Converse
my
had
God.
Converse on Converse.
See, we're not even talking about basketball, no people. We talk about shoes.
No, I'm saying that's the greatest because he opened the door for LeBron.
No, I agree. He
with
did
the
a lot of
shoes.
stuff.
Well, for Jordan opening that door, wouldn't be such door as greatness.
All I know is that.
And you know what? I'm going to say this. LeBron James can be the GOAT. He can keep the GOAT. He can keep the GOAT. But Jordan is the king.
Yeah, you see, I just feel.
Now, we're going to take his crown from him and give it to MJ. And we're going to take the GOAT from MJ because he don't want animals. We're going to give him to LeBron.
You see, and LeBron fans feel like it's such an insult to put this man 2 all time. Like, you know how many people he over just being the 2? You know, and look, you know, you ain't got to go on this. So look, well, he did this.
How many pair of LeBron James you got in your closet?
How many pair of LeBron James do I have in my closet?
Shoot, not a damn one.
I had LeBrons, but I got rid of them.
How many pairs of Jordans you got in your closet?
None right now.
None.
But
I used to buy them. They're too expensive.
You've had
You still a fan?
Okay,
you
sure.
have Jordans and LeBrons.
Okay, since you asked me a question,
go ahead.
Jordan shoe over LeBron shoe?
I'll give it to Jordan.
Okay.
I'll give it to Jordan. I don't place that much priority in the shoe. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I know people go crazy over the Jordan.
Yeah, but I bet you was a kid.
It's huge in the culture.
When you was a kid, you was
huge
screaming MJ.
Hey, I saved up my $260 to go buy them goddamn Jordan. I ain't doing that shit again. I'm sorry. But I give credit to Jordan for all the stuff he's done and just the global icon he's become. He's Jordan. That's it. I get it. I'm just saying, when it comes to this debate, if we got to bring up intangible things in basketball, then I don't know. I think LeBron's the guy.
Now, I think LeBron is a better, being well-spoken out guy.
Speaks on social issues.
Social issues. I like him for that. But every king don't need to be in front of everything.
I don't hold nothing against
so that's why you gonna put him over here and put LeBron. He's a GOAT because the GOAT he always going outside, roaming, chilling, kicking it, want to talk. You know what I'm saying? The king he chilling.
20 years deep, still leading his team even when he shouldn't be.
We're trying to go get all the greatest players in the league.
Oh, Anthony Davis is that your greatest player in the league?
The Golden State Warriors.
But when
I know that hurt bad.
When Jordan left, I mean 3-1 felt pretty good to me. But hey,
how many rings LeBron got?
He got 4, but he's been a 10.
How many rings
how many did Jordan got to? Who?
I mean, we're right along with him.
He got 4. He gonna outdo him, and he been leading.
Is he better? Is he better?
Yes.
Is Curry better than LeBron? Oh no, we're done.
No.
We're done. We're done.
He's in due time.
We're done. This is absurd.
Listen,
absurd. Bill Russell's better than Michael Jordan.
I feel.
Damn, Wilt still scored 100 points in the game,
and he got 1 championship.
No, he don't.
Yes, Wilt has 1.
No, he got 11 rings.
No, Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we don't go with the ring argument. We don't.
But that's really
the best.
For Jordan. That's really the best. Okay, let's say this. God damn it. What statue LeBron got?
He's got points. He's got
No,
rebounds.
man. I said statue, not stat. Statue.
He's still playing.
No. Does he have a statue? LeBron ain't better than Kobe. LeBron ain't better than Kobe.
Look, that's why I say that's a debate. Like
that ain't a debate. Jordan taught Kobe. He trained and taught Kobe coming up. Kobe's better than LeBron.
1 league MVP is better than 4.
He came off the 6th man off the bench.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of high school.
1 is like better than 4, people. That's what we're
just like LeBron. Hey, the man would have been gone. The man would have been gone. Hell, LeBron might be playing with Kobe.
See, with LeBron, it's just recency bias. You know, he's the one doing it now, so they're gonna say it now.
It's okay. We're gonna look back and see.
Let's get.
What do you think about record in the game?
Bronny James.
Bronny James. I like what's going on with Bronny James. I really hope that Bron doesn't end up playing with him. I want him to kind of do his own thing.
I want LeBron to play with him.
It would be a cool thing, but I want him to make his own path.
I want him to show him the ropes a little bit, man.
If it happens, 1 year only.
I think they said wherever he go, he going.
That's what he said. But with him rising up like how he is now, I think he's even gonna lead Team USA or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's even a possibility of happening? Because Bronny James is rising up. He might be a lottery pick now. That's what people are saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think that'd be a good look for the NBA, and just father son playing together. I've never seen it.
You'll never see that again, bro.
Yeah.
We've only seen that in baseball.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey's and the Barry Bonds and all that.
Yeah,
it would be insane. Hopefully he does do college basketball too, because like we said with the women's basketball, they have stars right now. We need stars in men's college basketball.
Yeah.
So let's just wrap it up. Talk about your plans for summer 23, because this is a big summer. A lot of artists got things playing. A lot of things going on. Summertime I feel is the most important season for a rapper in this genre. For hip hop, summer is important. People going out. They off more. Sun out, weather good. You know what I'm saying? It's summertime.
Cookouts going.
You want to get lit and turn.
You kind of travel out a little more.
Okay, so what's your plans for summer 23?
Summertime, really going hard with hand combat. The streets, marketing, traveling. Doing major features. You know what I'm saying?
Features.
Pushing the records, double time harder. You know what I'm saying? And just staying on top of everything. That's summertime. Like you say, summertime is very important. All the seasons are important. All quarters. Sometimes you can really get out there and do some things. So you use your budget wisely.
And the networking, you met Raekwon too. What was that?
I met Raekwon through one of my big homies, man, in the industry, man, and that's how we linked up. And Raekwon, real cool cat. I grew up on the Woo. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of the show. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. He was a very cool artist, you know what I'm saying, as an individual, just meeting him. So, big ups to Raekwon, the chef, and the whole Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I mean?
All right. Any and everything that you have coming up, that you want people to follow, that you want people to whatever, right now, just get it out right now.
Oh, man.
Let me know what's up.
Hey, man, Tollway Trill, Ballin' Real Hard's out right now, LayUP's out, H.L.F's out, Get the Bag, I just released out. Go get all that. Go get everything else that's with it. Be on the lookout for Dear Gucci Man. It's coming real soon. Be on the lookout for my new artist EP, Young Bull. Bully Season, Volume 1 coming real soon. And be on the lookout for big features this summer. So it's a lot of big things in the making. Tollway Trill, Monster Made Entertainment. We out.
Yes, sir. Hey, baby, come back. Real G's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All them.
And next time we got to get that artist you got up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Might as well. But hey, we appreciate you for coming through, Tollway, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on, man. We can't wait for everything that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Music videos, man. Hey, if you got on this summer, let me know.
Nah, they coming. We coming home with music videos. I'm just tying up. I got a different way of marketing my music now, because the way everybody else is doing is the same. You gotta kind of take a different approach. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of market the song and let it bubble, and then let the video let it bubble a little more, and it can take it over. You know what I'm saying? But you also got your marketing, your role play ready to go. So everything. I mean, you putting all that money in. See, that's what's wrong with some of these artists. You move too fast, and then you ready to go back in the studio, put something else in, and you got a record sit on. You didn't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
So I let certain songs, marinate. In the system. So they get out there and they reach new ears. I get new fans following me every day. So with how I got it going now, it's great, because in the summer you can shoot all different types of videos. You know what I'm saying? You can make it look winter, summer, fall. You know what I mean? So in the summertime, I'll be shooting a lot of videos and dropping them all out. You know what I'm saying? Just right along with the records that I already got out right now.
Need that.
And before I go, I want to get one last thing. Tollway.
Yeah.
Give some words of wisdom for the people, just about life and how they keep going when things is getting tough, man. Let the people know that right.
Man, when you're on your bad day, you want to take some time to meditate to yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to meditate to yourself. Go exercise, run, jog, hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep doing the same thing every day. Switch it up sometime. Add some new abilities to your life. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, first and foremost, give grace to God. You know what I mean? He gonna get you through, make you stronger. And stay in your own lane, mind your own business, and stay out the way. And that's how you make it in this life, man. You know what I mean? Eat healthy. And, you know, love those that love you. And always pick and choose your battles and your wars. Don't just jump out here head first in anything.
That's right.
Straight
That's
up.
right. Man. Well, again, we appreciate you, Tollway. Like, comment, subscribe, people. It's T-Rav. We doing more content. We bring in more podcasts and interviews.
Yes, sir.
Rome.
Coming. Wrong Vision episodes coming soon. Coming soon. Just keep waiting, baby. Keep waiting.
Yes, sir. We'll catch y'all next time. Links all in the description. Check out all that stuff, man. Tollway's going crazy. We out. Woo!
Double ups, half ounces, grams, kilos, birds, chicken, eagles, bricks, boulders. Hit me on my Blackberry.
Pussing and ballin' big, trapping and spitting weed. Break your ass off like P in 96. Pussing and ballin' big, trapping and spitting